morning students. So today we will start the new chapter, so that is geometric progression. See. So in the last class we have studied, so that is arithmetic progression. So the next one is geometric progression. So what is the geometric progression? See. So in arithmetic progression, what is the nature of arithmetic progression? The difference between any two consecutive numbers, so that is second term minus first term, or third term minus second term, fourth term minus third term, that will be same. So that is called as common difference. So what is GP? See, I will write some sequence here. So that is 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and so on. Right? So it can be 3, 9, 27, 81, so on. Right? Similarly 4, 16, 64, 216, so on. So what we can observe from this sequence, see it. So this is first term, this is second term, this is third, fourth and fifth. I will take the ratio of the second term to first term. So this is second term, this is first term, second, third, fourth, fifth and so on. So I will take the ratio of second to first. What is second term divided by first term? Second term is 4 divided by first term is 2. So what is 4 by 2? That is 2. Or we can take third term divided by second term. Third term divided by, what is third term? 8. Second term is 4. So that is nothing but 2. Right? So similarly fourth term divided by third term. So what is fourth term? It is 16 divided by third term is 8. So 16 by 8 is 2. So then what is fifth term divided by fourth term? What is fifth term? 32 divided by 16, that is equal to 2. So we are getting the same number when we take the ratio of second term to first term, or third term to second term, fourth to third, or fifth to fourth term. In general we can write it as nth term, its previous term will be n minus 1th term. So second term, its previous term is first term. So third term, its previous term is second term. Fourth term, its previous term is third term. Fifth term, its previous term is fourth term. In general, nth term divided by, what is the term previous to nth term? It is n minus 1th term. So that is an divided by an minus 1. So that we represent it as r. So that we call it as common ratio. So that we call it as common ratio. When we take the common ratio, that is second term by first term, third term by second term, fourth term by third term, so that value will be same. So that value is called as common ratio. When we take the ratio of second to first, third to second, fourth to third, if we are getting the same constant number, so then that sequence we call it as geometric progression. Right? So in AP we are taking the difference, but here we are taking the ratio. Right? In AP that is second term minus first term, but in GP it is second term divided by first term. So how we get AP? First, for the first term we are adding the constant term, that is a common difference in AP. So that is, if first term is A and common difference is D, how will we get the AP? We are adding D to each term. That is A plus D, A plus D plus D, it is A plus 2D, A plus 2D plus D, it is A plus 3, I already explained. In AP we are adding the common difference to each term to get the next term, right? So but in GP we are multiplying the common ratio to each term to get the next term. So what is the common ratio here? It is 2, right? So first I will write first term is 2. Next we are multiplying in GP, but in AP we are adding, right? So what is 2 into 2 is 4, right? So what is 4 into 2 is 8. So what is 8 into 2? It is 16. 16 into 2, 32. So in GP, for the first term, we are multiplying the common ratio, that is R. Right? So each term, so we are multiplying that R to get the next term. Right? So therefore, first term is 2, the common ratio is 2. So 2 into 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8, 8 into 2 is 16 and so on. So here also I will find the ratio of the second term to first term, 9 divided by 3. So here it is 27 divided by 9. We will take the ratio of second to first, 9 divided by 3. So we will take the ratio of third to second, 27 by 9. So similarly 81 by 27. This all ratio will be same. What is that ratio? That ratio is 3. So 3 ones are 3 3s are, 9 ones are 9 3s are, 27 ones are 27 3s are. That common ratio is same. So that is equal to 3. So therefore this sequence is a GP. Right? So here also we can see. So second term, that is 16 divided by 4, which is equal to 64 divided by 16, which is equal to 216 divided by 64. So that is equal to how much it is? that is 4. So that is 4 ones are 4 fours are 16 ones are 16 fours are 64 ones are 64 fours are. So this constant value, when we take the ratio of the term divided by the previous term, so that constant number we call it as common ratio. So such sequences are called as GP, right? So in GP, what is the characteristics of a sequence of GP? So when we take the ratio of a term divided by its previous term of any numbers in the given sequence, so that ratio will be same, and that ratio we call it as common ratio. In AP, the common difference will be same, but in GP, common ratio will be same, right? So if you want to say any sequence is GP, we have to take the ratio of the term to previous term, so that ratio must be same. In general, so we write it as an divided by an minus 1, any term divided by its previous term, so that value is r, so that is called as common ratio, right? If common ratio is same, so then that sequence we call it as GP, right? So see, in first exercise we have some problems. Find which of the following sequence here. Find which of the following sequence form GP. Find which of the following sequence form GP. So first one 8, 24, 72, 260. Next it is 1 by 8, 1 by 24, 1 by 72, 1 by 260. Right? So next it is 9, 12, 16, 24, so on. So they are given some sequence. You have to check whether this given sequence is a GP or not. How to check whether the given sequence is GP? Just we have to find the common ratio. So common ratio means second term divided by first term. First we will find this. So 24 divided by 8. What is 24 divided by 8? That is 3. Next we will find third term divided by second term. What is third term? It is 72 divided by 24. So 24 ones are 24 3. This is also 3. Right? Similarly, 216 divided by 72. So 216 by 72. So 72 ones are 72 3s are. Right? 7 3s are 2. Right? That is also 3. So therefore we can see that. So in all the cases, second term divided by first term, or third term divided by second term, fourth term divided by third term, that all values are same. So that is common ratio is same. Therefore this is a GP. That is, this is a geometric progression. Right? So just we find the common ratio. So if that common ratio is same for all the terms, so then that sequence is a GP. Here it is here. Second term by first term, that is 1 by 24 divided by 1 divided by 8. So that is nothing but what? It is 8 by 24. So that is equal to how much it is? 1 by 3. Similarly, next to 1 by 72 divided by C. 1 by 72 divided by 1 by 24. So now this is 24 by 72. So therefore that is also equal to how much it is? 1 by 3. Right? Next it is 1 by 216 divided by 1 by 72. So that is 72 divided by 216. So that is also equal to how much it is? 72 ones are 72 3s are. So we can see that second term divided by first term, so that value is also 1 by 3. Third term divided by second term, that value is also 1 by 3. Fourth term divided by third term, that value is also 1 by 3. If the common ratio is same, then we can say that this is a GP, that is geometric progression. Right? So now see here. So second term divided by first term, that is A2 divided by A1. That is second term by first term. What is second term? 12 divided by 9. So 3 4s are 3 3s are. What is the answer? It is 4 by 3. Similarly, so then third term divided by second term. What is third term divided by second term? See here. Third term is 16. Second term is 12. Now 4 4s are 4 3s are. Here also it is 4 by 3. Then fourth term divided by third term. So next here. So 24 divided by 16. 8 is 3 3. So 4 6 are 4 4s are 3s are 3 2 are. See here. Now it is how much it is? 3 by 2. So 8 3 is 6. So 4 6 are 4 4s are. Then 2 3s are 2 2s are. That is equal to how much it is? 3 by 2. We can see that A2 by A1 is equal to A3 by A2, which is not equal to A4 divided by A3. That means what? Common ratio is not same. Second term by first term is 4 by 3. Third term by second term is 4 by 3. But fourth term to third term is how much it is? 3 by 2. Therefore, this is not GP. Why it is not GP? It is because the common ratio is not same. Right? So if it is equal to 3 by 2, so since if A4 by A3 is also equal to 4 by 3, then we can say that it is GP. But A4 divided by A3 is equal to how much? That is 3 by 2. Therefore, the given sequence is not a GP. Right? So this is how we can verify, or this is how we can check whether the given sequence is a GP or not. Just to find the common ratio, that is second term divided by first term, third term divided by second term, fourth term divided by third term. If that all ratio value is same, so then we can say that the given sequence is GP. Right? So this is how we can check whether the given sequence is GP or not. Right? So next one, the next concept is general term or nth term of a GP. So the concept what we have explained in AP, the same concept we are going to study in GP. That is nth term, general term or nth term of a GP. That is GP means geometric progression, right? Nth term, general term or nth term of a GP. See, if first term is A, right? If first term is A and common ratio is equal to R. So then how to write a GP, right? So first term as we have to write it is A. Already I told you in GP we are going to multiply the common ratio to each term in order to get the next term. In AP we are going to add the common difference, but in GP we are going to multiply. So already I told you here. So if first term is 2, if R is 2, how to write the GP? 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 into 2 is 16. 16 into 2 is 32. So this is a GP. Right? So in GP, if we know the first term and common ratio, just multiply the common ratio to each term in order to get the next term. Right? So here the first term is A and common ratio is R. How to write the next term? Just multiply the common ratio to the first term. So that is A into R is AR. Right? So A into R is AR. Next AR into R is AR square. Next AR square into R, AR cube. So can you tell me what will be the nth term? Right? So the first term A, I can write it as this A, I can write it as AR power 0 because R power 0 value is 1. See here. So this is the first term. Right? So this is second term, this is third term, this is fourth term. So what will be the nth term? Right? We can observe when it is 1, A power will be 1, R power will be 0. When it is 2, A power will be 1, R power will be 1. In all the terms, A power is 1. In the nth term also, A power will be 1. Right? So there is no change in the power of A in all the terms. In first term also A power is 1. In second term also A power is 1. In third term also A power is 1. In fourth term also A power is 1. Right? So here, so when it is 1, R power is 0. When it is 2, R power is 1. When it is 3, R power is 2. When it is 4, R power is 3. So what we can see or what we can observe, for n, the power of R will be n minus 1. Right? So when it is 3, it is 2. When it is 4, it is 3. Means when it is n, so then R power will be what it is? N minus 1. Right? So when A1, for A1, R power will be 0. For 2, the R power is 1. For 3, R power is 2. For n, R power will be n minus 1. So therefore, what is the nth term? So that is the nth term will be AR raised to n minus 1. So this is the nth term or general term of a GP. What is the use of this formula? Where we are going to use this formula? So in order to find 15th term of a sequence or 20th term of a sequence, 100th term of a sequence, we are going to use this formula. If you put n is equal to 10, we are getting 10th term of the given sequence. If you put n is equal to 15, we are getting 15th term of a given sequence. What is a given sequence? Given sequence is a GP. Right? So if you put n is equal to 100, we are getting 100th term. We can verify it. When you put n is equal to 1, so that is AR raised to 1 minus 1 is 0. So we are getting the first term. When you put n is equal to 3, you can see AR raised to 3 minus 1. When you put n is equal to 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. We are getting third term. Right? So when you put n is equal to 4, so that is AR raised to 4 minus 1 is 3. We are getting the fourth term. Right? Similarly, if you put n is equal to 10, we are getting the 10th term. That is AR raised to 10 minus 1. What is 10 minus 1 is 9. If you put n is equal to 100, that is A 100. So that is AR raised to 100 minus 1 is 99. So this is how we can find any term in the given sequence by using a formula. So that is AN. So what is the AN? It is AR raised to n minus 1. So that is nth term of a GP, or in general we can also write it as general term of a GP. So this nth term, and also it is also known as last term. Last term in the sequence is also AR raised to n minus 1. Nth term is also AR raised to n minus 1, right? So last term is represented by n, nth term is represented by an. Both are same. So where A is, what is A? Where A is the first term, right? So what is R? R is common ratio. How we can write common ratio? So what is common ratio? That is second term by first term, or third term by second term, or in general I can write it as nth term divided by n minus 1 term, right? So what is the common ratio? Second term by first term or third term by second term. So that all is nothing but it is common ratio. And what is n? N is nothing but number of terms. What is n? N is nothing but number of terms, right? So if you put n is equal to 50, so we are getting 50th term. If you put n is equal to 100, we are getting 100th term. And this is the formula, that is an is equal to AR raised to n minus 1. So this we can find to find any term in a given sequence. So that is any term in a given geometric progression, right? Now you see some problems on how to use this nth term to find the any term in a given sequence, right? See. Find the ninth term of the sequence C. Find the ninth term of the sequence 1, 4, 16, 64 and so on. So first, when you see the problem, first we have to see whether the given sequence is an AP or GP. In the problem they have not given the sequence is AP or GP. How we can say that the given sequence is AP? Just find the common difference. If the common difference is same, that is AP. What is common difference? 4 minus 1 is 3. 16 minus 4 is 12. Common difference is not same. Therefore, this is not AP. If it is not AP, then check for GP. So find the second term divided by first term. That is A2 divided by A1. That is 4 divided by 1. So that is equal to how much it is? 4. Similarly, third term divided by second term. What is third term divided by second term? 16 divided by 4. So that is also 4. So similarly, so fourth term divided by third term. So that is 64 divided by 16. So that is also same. So we can see that the common ratio is same. So therefore this is a GP. That is geometric progression. What is the first term? First term is, what is first term? First term is 1. So then what is common ratio? Common ratio is any, we can take any subsequent value. That is second term by first term. That is 4 by 1, that is equal to 4. So then write the AN formula. What is AN? AR raised to n minus 1. So that is AN is equal to, what is A value? A value is 1. What is R value? 4 raised to n minus 1. So now we have to find ninth term. So ninth term means put n is equal to 9, right? So when you put n is equal to 9, so 1 into anything is that same value, that is 4 raised to 9 minus 1. So therefore ninth term is 4 raised to 9 minus 1 is 8. So this is the ninth term of the sequence. 4 raised to 8 we can keep as it is, or we can multiply and we can write the answer in simplest form. There is no problem, right? So therefore ninth term of the given sequence is how much it is? 4 power 8, right? Next. The next problem, see. Find the seventh term, see. Find the seventh term of the sequence root 3, 3, 3 root 3 and so on. Find the seventh term of the sequence root 3, 3, 3 root 3 and so on. So what is the first term? So first term is root 3. Then what is the common ratio? Second term divided by first term. That is 3 by root 3, or it is also equal to third term by second term. What is third term? 3 root 3 divided by 3. We can see that what is 3 by root 3? That is also root 3. What is 3 root 3 by 3? That is also root 3. So common ratio is root 3 and first term is also root 3, right? Now we have to find. So an, what is an? Ar raised to n minus 1. So substitute the value of a and r. An, what is a value? Root 3 into r. What is r value? What is r value? Root 3 raised to n minus 1. Now we have to find seventh term. So that is put n is equal to 7. Now we have to find the seventh term. What is seventh term? N is equal to, now it is root 3 into root 3 raised to 7 minus 1. So put n is equal to 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. Now what is root 3 power 6? That is root 3 into root 3 into root 3 into root 3 into root 3. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is root 3 power 6. What is root 3 into root 3? 3. Root 3 into root 3, 3. Root 3 into root 3, 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. So therefore root 3 power 6 is how much it is? 27. So root 3 into 3 is 3. Again this is 3. Again this is 3. 3 into 3, 9. 9 into 3 is 27 root 3. So that is the seventh term of the given sequence. This root 3 I can write as it is. So root 3 power 6, that value is how much it is? 27. So therefore seventh term of a given sequence is how much it is? 27 root 3. Right? So this is how we can find any term in the given sequence. Right? So this is a problem in your first exercise in Selena book. Right? So next, find the GP. Find the GP whose first term is 64 and the next term is 32. Find GP whose first term is 64 and next term. First term means what? It is A1. What is first term is 64 and the next term means second term. What is the second term is 32. So they are given the first term is 64 and the next term is 32. So first term already we know it is 64, second term is 32. What is common ratio? What is common ratio? Common ratio is second term divided by first term. What is second term? It is 32 divided by what is the first term? It is 64. So now it is, what is the common ratio is how much it is? 1 by 2. Already I told you how to write the GP. So that is required GP is here. So required GP, first you have to write the first term. What is first term? It is 64. Just to multiply the common ratio to the first term. 1 by 2 into 64. 32. 32 into 1 by 2. That is 16. 16 into 1 by 2. That is 8. 8 into 1 by 2. That is 4 and so on. This is the required GP. So when common ratio is here, when R is less than 1, so then that will be descending order. Right? So when R is less than 1, so then that sequence will be in descending order. So when R, that is common ratio, if it is greater than 1, so that sequence will be in increasing order or ascending order. So when common ratio is less than 1, so that will be in decreasing order or descending order. But when R is greater than 1, when common ratio is more than 1, so then that sequence will be in increasing order or ascending order. Right? So see, so here, so first term is given and second term is given. By using first and second term, we can find the common ratio. So once we know the first term, so that is A is 1 by 64 and R is 1 by 2. In AP, we should know the value of A and D, but in GP, we should know the value of A and R. Once you know the value of A and R, first write first term, then go on multiplying the R to the each term to get the next term. So that is 1 by 2 into 64, that is 32. 32 into 1 by 2, 16. 16 into 1 by 2, 8. 8 into 1 by 2, 4 and so on. So this is the required GP. Right? Next problem here. Next. Find the next two terms. Find the next two terms. See. So what is the first term? First term is 2. What is second term? That is minus 6. What is third term? Third term is plus 18. What is fourth term? That is minus 54. Now next two term means we have to find A5 and A6. First term is 2, second term is minus 6, third term is plus 18, fourth term is minus 54. What is A5 and A6? So already we know what is first term is 2. What is common ratio? Second term divided by first term. What is second term? Second term is minus 6 divided by first term. What is first term is 2. So what is the common ratio is how much it is? Minus 3. So then use an formula. What is an? A raised to n minus 1. So an, what is the value of a? 2 into r. What is r? Minus 3 raised to n minus 1. Right? So now we have to find a5. Therefore put n is equal to 5. Put n is equal to 5. Now it is 2 into minus 3 raised to 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. Now, so we know that. So see it. So 2 into, so minus power even number is plus. What is 3 power 4? 3 into 3 into 3 into 2. So that is 3 power 4. 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. 27 3s are 81. Now this will be 81. Right. So therefore 81 into 2 is how much it is? 162. Right. So 54. Right. 162. Right. So next we have to find next term. Fifth term is 162. Next is sixth term. What is sixth term? So that is a is 2 into minus 3 raised to n minus 1. What is n value? N value is 6. 6 minus 1 is 5. So now it is 2 into c. So minus power odd number is minus. So 3 power 5. See here. 3 power 5 is 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. So 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. 27 3s are 81. 81 into 3 is how much it is? 243. So 243. So therefore plus into minus is minus. Now 2 3s are 6. 2 4s are 12. So 2 2s are 4. Now it is how much it is? 5. So 243. Sorry. Now 243 into 2. It is how much it is? 486. 2 3s are 6. 2 4s are 8. 2 2s are 4. That is minus 486. Right. So therefore sixth term is how much it is? Minus 486. Therefore the next two terms of a given sequence is how much it is? Plus 162 and minus 486. So we are getting alternate plus minus because the common ratio is how much it is? Minus 3. Because of this minus, when we multiply this minus to plus, that is minus into plus, it will become minus. When we multiply this minus to minus, we are getting plus. That is the reason we are getting plus minus sign, because of this minus sign in the common ratio. Right? So this is how we can find any term in a given sequence by using a formula. What is that formula? That is nth term, that is an is equal to a raised to n minus 1. Right? So these are some problems in first exercise. So try to solve the remaining problems. So remaining things will continue in the next term. Right?